Welcome back to Dawn Hunters.
Time to leave.
Absolutely. It's time to go and test all those off-grid systems that we put on this Saba 50 catamaran. Come along with us and see if we can break what we just fixed.
We all know who breaks things and who fixes things. So I think I'm going to leave the tools out in preparation.
So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, is he doing something behind me? Make sure you do.
Break your chains off.
Guess what, guys? Before we can leave, the one last thing had to arrive to our boat. This is our new dinghy. Let's go look at it.
Can you imagine when we met, like on Facebook, and I said we're going to build a boat? Did you actually really think that this was going to happen?
The boat, like aluminum boat in Thailand, is not that famous. But for you, it's from USA, so you know well about aluminum.
I know people are like, electric, no, it's not going to plane. It's not. We don't want a plane. We want a nice solid boat that if we hit something, it's not going to hurt the dinghy.
All the boat need to be unsinkable. That's what we do.
It was amazing to do some sketches. He says no or yes, sends back. Then we send some more. He's like, what are they thinking? Appreciate
You're welcome.
You, your family, your sister, everyone's been fantastic.
The actual boat is by 1111 Aluminum Boat Builder by PWS. As always, William just couldn't go with something regular. He had to do something special, but that's why I love this man. Do you know how to use it? Doesn't sound good, he said. We are missing a cable. I hope you guys didn't expect this boat to be working right away, because although it's a little boat, it's still a boat. It's working now.
See now. The switch.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you have to reset everything.
So you want me to sit on that battery, right?
No worries.
It's safe until off the trailer. All right. Very good.
And here we go! Electric dinghy. Speed. Power. Electric.
Well, I'm pretty happy. It's not squealing at us.
Arrived alive. Almost ready to leave, guys. Here we realize that we forgot to do a stern light.
I was checking navigation lights so we can leave tomorrow. Realized that this one was laying on the table. So we have to run the wire all the way to the back. I guess it's good to check your lights. I see someone's out by the dinghy messing around. What are you doing?
Protection sausage. This dinghy is truly amazing, but before it gets a proper setup, we need a proper protection. So this is my solution right here. Anybody's hungry?
Well, I'm gonna go see what's gonna happen here.
Nothing gonna happen. Only magic. Sausage number one. It's gonna work. Oh, it's too tight. What is this?
How would you guys do this?
Well, everybody's always so smart in the comments. Do this, don't do that. What should we do? We need to protect our fiberglass catamaran from our aluminum dinghy. I think this solution sucks.
You know, we have a work of art and a great concept. Now time to make it into a functional concept.
That's why I married this guy. It takes an engineer to make a good idea into something actually that might work.
Sausage designer. Always wanted to be a designer of sausage. Now I've got it.
The tricky part about this is that we don't want to smack our boat that we just fixed. Let's see if we can put this dinghy up without damaging anything.
You're gonna have to give me more rope over here. Keep going until I say stop.
Stop.
Now the back one. This one, we're gonna have to put the clamps in a different place because without the bumpers and the pads, it's sitting really low. So now we can tuck it higher up, but we'll adjust that, I guess, later on.
And we are off, finally. Before we can go to the islands, we have to get gas because There is not much places where you can fuel up, so we decided that we're gonna go ahead and fuel here and then start heading to the islands.
No event, no bottom puckering, just 2 engines and roll in. No bow thruster. Let's put a little bit of fuel in. We have plenty, but I want to leave with as much as possible.
Both of our tanks are full. One is at 85 and other one is at 93. We are good to go! And we are off. What's the plan? Where are we going? What island?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, that's the first time ever I just left. I've got contours and charts uploaded here, so I'm just going where somebody else went before. Don't really know where that is. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I like that. It's gonna be fun.
And there's some island here that's like 2.5 hours away that I read about a month ago.
I'd like you to refresh your memory though.
Once I
What
find
kind
it.
of island? On the water. That's it. That's good enough. Wow, guys, look at the amount of these jet skis. We'll be so happy to get somewhere on a quiet anchorage and just enjoy ourselves. Phuket is great. It's so busy. It's full of life, but it's also full of tourists during season, and the season is just starting now. Will be a very good change to enjoy peace and solitude on a boat.
Hey, where'd you put the bumpers?
Bumpers. I think they're still there. It's been so long on land that I literally forgot everything. I was really just cleaning them off.
What's super crazy is no one's driving the boat. Dawn Hunter, we had to sit there and stare at everything. I don't want to get too relaxed, but this guy's like going by himself. You and your wife are going? Where's your captain? Where's your crew? I said, you're looking at us. Wind to put up the sail. I took a nap, enjoyed the quietness.
I'm all for it.
Remember how?
No. I'm the person who left the bumpers hang there for like 2 hours in.
Don't worry, we've got you covered. Why the line was in the wrong place.
And who forgot what?
Just a little change of winch.
Rusty, rusty. Everybody's rusty.
Very true.
We're changing the course a little bit so it doesn't flop too much. Hey, what happened? Where's the sail? Why are you putting it away? I thought we were gonna go sailing.
Guess we're not. Wind switched on us by the time we got the sail up. Nasty wind.
That's how it is, my friends. We all got super excited here and nothing.
You got to see us put the sail up and back. We arrived yesterday at this super remote island, dropped the anchor, and I went to back down on it, and it about to rip the front of the windlass apart because it hooked on a huge rock. Now I guess we're gonna have to go see if we're gonna be able to get this thing up.
Yeah, that would be actually a great time to have our underwater drone that is still in Bahamas. Yeah, we haven't shipped our crate yet with all the rest of our stuff because we are discovering that to ship anything here in Southeast Asia is very expensive because you can encounter quite a bit of taxes and customs. William might have to be a little fish.
William's always the underwater drone. Oh, and the mechanic and the engineer. It looks like everything's working. Maybe over the course of the night we turned a little bit and now it's not hooked on the rocks. It's just in a nice straight path. Generator stopped working. Either the impeller went bad or we sucked up the fish. So I went outside to look for earbuds and I hear loud noise, check the side, and it's strange. It should have shut down with overheat.
What we just said earlier, let's go break something.
Well, that was pretty funny. I'm so old school. When I see an exhaust system from a boat without water squirting out, I freak out because I'm thinking impeller, burnout generator, all the other things that can happen when you're like away from nowhere. Well, after researching and digging around, I find out that this generator has a water separator system where the water goes under the boat and only the quiet exhaust leaves the boat. So you're not bothering people at anchor. I am super stoked that tomorrow morning I don't have to be digging around and changing an impeller. I guess in the middle of the night, Yana woke up because the boat was bouncing all over the place. After the generator and running around, it looks like the sea state has gotten pretty rolly and rocky.
It's definitely not that rolly as it was rolly on the Dawn Hunter, but it's still, it's rolly. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, we used to have a monohull that was called Dawn Hunter, was a big steel beast from 1985. If you are just seeing our videos on catamaran, make sure you check season 2 in Bahamas where we were disasterizing that boat.
We're gonna look for another place with a little bit more protection, and I see there's a place about 2 hours away called Ko Racha Yai. So I think we're gonna even sail there because the winds would be favorable for going in that direction. Let's see if this anchor is gonna come out of the rocks and out of this coral. You're gonna have to drive the boat because I'm sure this anchor's caught in the rocks. So I'm gonna tell you port engine or starboard engine. That's where you're gonna have to give it some gas and then stop.
Okay, and what are you gonna be doing?
I'm gonna be watching the anchor and the chain so we can always keep the chain in the middle. We don't wanna be hitting the boat with it. We gotta get the boat over the top of the anchor so we can pull it off this rock.
Well, which one is more responsibility?
Both.
I was gonna pick with less responsibility.
You ain't getting out of this one. I don't want to be pulling this big chain and anchor with the windlass. I want you to keep bringing the boat forward as I'm bringing up the chain. It's all yours, Captain.
I hardly can hear him. He's in that hole and it's so windy today. Insane. Oh, Bao is jumping like a crazy horse. William is getting a nice ride there. It's kind of funny because when we were at the storm, I had to be there and William was doing this. Forward on the boat! And I was at the storm on the bow doing this same thing that he's doing right now. It was wild. Because the chain would go and get caught under the pontoon. Okay, forward left!
Well, the good thing is the waves bouncing ripped it out of the rocks.
So was it similar to when we were at the storm and the chain was under pontoon?
Yes, very, very important on the catamaran when the bridle's up to keep moving the catamaran so the chain stays in the middle so it doesn't hit our drives or something else.
We were not able to put the dinghy up, so I'm gonna go check if the wakes are hitting the dinghy or not. I think it did hit the dinghy a couple of times when we were turning around, but I think now it's fine.
Yes.
But the end of the motor is getting
It's
splashed.
splashing.
Yeah.
Good. We'll turn it around later and we can use it for regeneration. So let's get the sail up. We actually have winds, I think, that are going to be in our favor today. And that's the island way out there. So let's hope we can shut these engines off.
I want your comments, guys. If in the situations like this, slightly calm day, not that much kind of from the shore, should William be wearing life jacket or not? Write those comments right down below here. Slap that man.
Okay, I think we're going to drop the RPMs of the engines back and see if this guy's going to sail, because right now we've got forward motion, so it's not giving him a chance to fill. Shut down those dinosaur eaters. Sailing at its best.
Dinosaur eaters, what is even that? I have the memory of a fish. I only remember things for about 1 week and then I forget it all again. Maybe that's why our marriage lasted so long. I don't remember all the bad things, only the good ones.
In our generation, we push a button and we wait to see if something's gonna go boom, explode, or whatever. Yana's generation, push, 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 spread open, spread open, spread open. Where's the map? Where's the map? I've already lost in the first 3 seconds.
And I'm not even young.
She's a great liar. Hey!
Oh, birds! Fast! Birds, guys! Run! That would be a great shot to happen, which it didn't. You guys will have to deal just with me then, instead of birds. Wow, I've never thought we're actually gonna be just sailing one day, because when we bought Motor Sailor originally, I'm like, okay, sails with engine are better than just engine. So I was like, okay, that's a good compromise. But now, here, nothing. Just wind in my ears. This is beautiful.